Miles! Miles!
Stop it.
God, you are so boring. This bed is boring and this place is boring.
God damn it.
Oh, I've had just about enough of you. Miles, honey, do you have your checkbook?
In my pajamas?
Well, I was just wondering, because I called some friends of ours, the video savants, and they're here to help us redecorate. Hello.
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 Miles, you'll be amazed, and it's really not that expensive, is it?
How'd you get them in here so quietly?
Well, they're very sneaky.
Oh.
You do it all with mirrors.
Hi. Nice to see you.
They're going to redecorate for us, Miles.
What's wrong with the place we got? I
Well,
like
it's just
it.
a bit boring. I know you're used to it. You sleep here all the time.
So?
Well, what can you do for us?
What's it cost?
Well, we can negotiate that later, but here, we'll try a few things out here.
A nip and a tuck wouldn't hurt.
It's talking to you.
No, I think it's talking to you.
This is one of our new wallpaper patterns here.
Oh, that's marvellous. Now, that would just keep doing that the entire time on the wall there?
Oh, no. No, it changes.
Oh, it does. What's system
you don't think it's a little bright?
mean? It's a little bit busy. Oh, look.
Oh, that's nice. And this would be the effect of you standing in front of the wallpaper.
Oh, I don't know about that. It's a bit busy.
Oh,
that's very high-tech.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, what's happening now is our viral infection is infiltrating the ACT cable network, so that people at home are now seeing the virus entering their TV sets.
You invited them in here.
It wasn't my fault.
You.
They were in the blue pages.
Do you have a serum button? Wow! Surf's up. I can't think fast enough to narrate.
To comment, I know, it's great. Well, it would be
We haven't
interesting.
quite perfected the serum yet, but we're working on it.
Oh, terrific. So we're going to have to deal with a wall that does that for the rest of the
I like this. This is nice.
Well, it's relaxing.
So now what?
In fact, we hope we can get rid of this before No Dogs Allowed, or whatever the next upcoming show is in the studio, or they may have some problems.
Well, they're probably residual stuff.
So now what are the practical aspects of this marvelous?
Nothing, I hope.
Absolutely nothing.
Good. Yeah. Yeah.
This is actually what we're thinking about, all three of us, at this point, and it's all merged together.
A sort of subliminal thought.
Oh, it's Alberto, the mixmaster.
Word.
So now you do this, you do the video stuff, and you also do music that goes with it.
Uh-huh.
Mixmaster, can you do some?
That's part of the infection.
Part
Do
of the
it.
infection is the music as well.
Yes.
Fly, do some music.
Don't forget to unplug yourself.
Wait a minute.
Alberto.
Oh, look at it. Look at Charles.
I love the feet.
Four heads are better than one.
Oh, actually, they're up.
Whoa.
So now, how did you guys find each other?
Hey, you got this Christian Slater thing going here, man. That's pretty hip, isn't it?
How did you guys find each other?
Well, let's see. How do we find each other, Charlie? We advertise in the video wallpaper want ads. And
the video wallpaper want ads.
Yeah, they have these singles ads
see.
there.
And you found each other and it was a match made in heaven.
Uh-huh, that's right.
I see.
That's it.
Looked like Michael
Babe.
Jackson there just for a second.
Oh, yeah, I will look eventually. God.
Wow. So you hooked up and you discovered that you had this strange hobby in common.
Yeah, it's more like a religion, actually.
Oh, I see. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's kind of a religious experience, you know? It's reminds me of college days.
That's pretty
Did not just went to a lot of
So do you do things like concerts and...
I thought you were going to say drugs.
Drugs.
There goes your security clearance. Mine too. Okay.
yes, we do. We've done some recent performances. We did an inaugural ball
Oh, you did?
using
Which one?
this type of technology where we would show our tapes in the background and also
on a
do
wall?
For the Clinton thing?
live video effects. Yeah, we hung out at the Clinton thing.
Ah!
But it was one of about 20 Clinton things and one of the many that he didn't show up at.
This is so fun.
So that's sort of the practical, the aspect of it is sort of entertaining people. And
That's what we aim for, yeah.
Uh-huh. We've done all different kinds of parties, nightclubs.
I mean, you used to go drop by somebody's house with this thing, and you could just entertain, especially children. You know, they
I'm
would just
sure.
go nutty, wouldn't they?
like kiddie parties.
We're
or
hoping that by broadcasting, we won't have to drop by everybody's house.
That's a good idea.
Even though we love kids and
Yeah.
pets.
No,
We
this
all-
way we can just spread it through the water system.
Just like the virus is going to go into the televisions now and just keep going out at everybody's house. And tomorrow morning you get up, you turn on Today's Show,
And
just
that's
like
gonna
this.
be-
It'll be in all their living rooms.
Wow.
That's our dream.
That's a great idea. I really do. It would improve a lot of things. Even our show.
Wow.
That makes it.
There are too
Change your
many of you,
expression,
Miles.
Back to the tape.
Now, who
So
is this?
what you're looking at now is, this is a tape that we've prepared ahead of time.
Yeah.
This is one of Charlie's pieces.
Yeah.
And then we were also doing some live effects.
Charlie, where did you find your subject matter?
Oh, what? Woodman?
Really?
Well, not them.
But you sampled stuff?
Uh-huh.
Blockbuster?
Some of it's from off the TV. And then, of course, some of it's footage I shot myself.
That was the guy who's favorite
Borrowed from my
Cronenberg
friends.
Wow.
And so do you need like a mixing board or is that everything?
No, this is mixed through a whole host of other effects devices.
Now, is this something you do 24 hours a day? Or do you have like real lives and this is just something you do on the side?
No, this is what I do.
This
A
is
person
really
can make a
it.
living doing this?
Well, it's a sort of a living.
Sort of a living.
We've been distributing these tapes here, a distributor in New York. So they've been selling to clubs across the country.
So you will create a tape and then you'll sell it to a club and the club will present it. As it were, in the-
Show it while the
And
people
they can
dance.
use it as a
Groove.
background, right?
Cool.
Oh, wow. And so what sort of things are people wanting to see? Samplings from movies and stuff, the weirder the better.
I thought the mix master was going to play some
I
tunes for
mean,
us.
we make them and then they can take them or not. You know, sex and violence are always popular in the
Yeah.
club world, I think.
Yeah, I think so. This,
So look, Miles, we could sort of live in the movies forever.
but it does seem kind of like that, doesn't it? But didn't Zelig do that? Where he played Woody Allen in that movie?
Yeah, I guess so. So it's been done before is what you're saying.
At least that one time.
I've got
And
something
then, of
horrible
course,
on my head,
Gene,
look.
Gene Kelly was in. Was in Gene Kelly.
So here you're seeing a sampling of dancing from around the world
That's very nice.
through the
Nelda
ages.
Marcos, dancing with
And this one goes over
Mr. Marcos.
big in the clubs.
This is a big hit.
Who danced?
This is a big hit. It's called Land of a Thousand Dances or Dance Crazed.
So now you're moving that little spot to the right there. Is that what you're doing right now? Wow.
That has already been done for us ahead of time.
That's convenient. Okay.
It's sort of like the ball dropping on New Year's Eve, I guess.
See, what you're saying is
Constantly bouncing.
you make 30-minute or 60-minute or longer
30-minute tapes.
videos,
And they just
and you just
put
sell
them
them,
on
and people buy them for this, what we're doing.
Yeah, as a form of entertainment. Something to have on in the background during your party.
I guess the quick cut, the MTV editing style is like infected everybody's mind already. So
That's right. Well, we invented that.
Yeah,
You invented that.
Yeah.
MTV's
No.
been watching our stuff.
How long have you been doing this?
Oh, about 10, 15 years.
Really? Well, you didn't start out with the Fairlight. You started out with something more
No, I started out with a, reel-to-reel videotape.
reel-to-reel videotape.
Black
cut.
and white.
sellotape,
We would splice
Scissors.
it with a razor blade.
Right.
scotch tape.
No.
No? A little bit more sophisticated than that.
Well, I started with scotch tape. It's hard to get an image to stick.
That's true. But even with the flapping, I mean, it's no stranger to some of the images that are on here. So now, this is still your tape, right? That you made. Now do some real-time stuff. Make this.
Okay.
You're so bossy, Miles.
Okay.
What?
I said you're so bossy.
This is
It's my check. What?
the attack of the worms effect.
That's very nice.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a real-time effect. If we could get a shot of this, you can see that
Don't tell you how.
actually drawing worms.
You are. Oh man.
This is the worm brush.
And you
We've
can
got a
change the colour.
graphic tablet here on the system that allows you to do a drawing on the screen.
Now, that little panel looks like it's handy-dandy, but we know that there's a piece of equipment underneath.
Not that huge, just
Not that huge.
about the size of a bread box.
Bigger than a bread box.
No,
No?
exactly
Same
the size
Alright,
of a
the size
bread
of a bread
box.
box. And this is something you can buy commercially?
Not anymore, actually. This is probably a collector's item now. It was,
Wow.
I think they discontinued it in the late 80s. But this device was actually an Australian company created this, the Fairlight company, who did a lot of, actually pioneered the early digital synthesizer for audio. And they took some of the same technology and applied it to
I think you've lost your mind.
vision.
So do I. It's not bad. It's for the presentation.
Now we're back in the Video Savant world.
So the name was whose idea?
Wait.
It is very cool.
Well, it's actually sad to say, but people are afflicted with this disease, video
Video
savantism.
savant? I had no
They don't know what
idea.
they're
I'm so
doing.
sorry.
Make art all day long.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now what on earth
It's
is
a chronic
this?
condition.
This you've like
Some of this-
time-lapsed?
Yeah, sort of like what we were seeing before.
Right.
Kickboxing?
A little different look to it.
No, it
No,
looks
wrestling.
like mud wrestling.
Professional wrestling.
Oh, they're men.
Look at that. Now, see, wrestling would be interesting if it was like that.
Now, is this a big deal in the clubs? Oh, here we go back to is this more dancing of the world?
This actually was in a gallery show, which is the other thing both Charlie and I do a lot, is tapes that end up in shows in art galleries or museums.
And they just play constantly and
Well, generally that's how they're shown in an installation. And this tape was designed so that you could come in at any time and kind of get the gist of it.
right.
Because generally the viewing situation in an art gallery is such that people
People have to
don't want to, sit down and watch a whole piece, 20-minute piece from beginning to end. So we design them sort of as ambient pieces, which people can come in on at any time and leave at any time and get the general idea. But this was projected quite large, and in front of it was a scrim that was painted on by a friend of mine, David Chung. And, it's gone now, but he created an effect, a lighting effect, so that part of the time you see the mural and then you see the video shining
Oh,
through the
great.
rest of the time.
Very cool.
I think people are going to have to get smarter in the future to assimilate the images that are moving this fast. That will be down to like 2-second commercials.
I don't think
I,
it's really smart.
To tell you the truth, I don't like the fast cutting effect, and I don't think we do that much of it.
Uh-huh.
Would you say so, Charlie?
No,
we're
not
not. We're
really.
not addicted to the fast cuts. In fact, I'm sort of opposed to it generally.
Do you think they're less effective, or just you don't think there's?
I think
artistic-
they're used as a sort of a cheap kind of
Soundbite.
device, which you get tired of really fast.
Yes, but people are losing their concentration, aren't they? I mean, you're discovering more and more that
Or is it that they're-
children can't concentrate for long enough.
Well, maybe you don't need to concentrate. Relax and assimilate. I mean, look, you sit down and read a book like.
Miles, the man who sleeps on the bed.
Well, I used
Assimilating.
the Edgar Casey system. I put a book under the pillow and
Oh,
I
I
learn as I
see.
sleep. But the idea that instead of sitting there and reading all 300 pages of Silas Marner, in 25 seconds, you could probably look at a series of images that would give you all the ideas that were contained in that
Yes,
miserably
but
tedious book.
would you enjoy it as much? Just because you didn't enjoy
it as much as
Silas Marner,
That's
butter?
like, would you enjoy it as much as having somebody smack you in the head with a brick?
Well, why did
it's
you
not
read it if you
enjoyable.
didn't enjoy
They
it?
make you read it. That's why people don't read. As soon as school's over, they're like, thank God I'm going to school tomorrow." Don't you think this is true? I mean, if you could get all the information you needed through
I think
a half hour every morning, the newspaper, instead of reading through the newspaper, you could just put on your virtual reality thing.
Oh, I think
and-
it's a horrible idea.
And in 15 or 20 seconds, you could see enough images to get basic idea of everything that was in the paper, without all the writing and
Right,
words
but I
and
mean,
everything.
isn't that part of the enjoyment of it? The writing and the words?
In a newspaper? Not really. I mean, the
Every now and
writing
again
is
you read
seldom-
something that's
right, every now and then. But,
real
but you
treat.
spend an hour reading the newspaper for the 3 or 4 things in there that the writing is interesting or the idea is interesting. And the rest of it's just information. And you can get information with something like this, I think, with incredible rapidity that you could probably...
I don't know. What do you think? You're the expert.
Yeah, what do you think?
Okay.
He's talking a lot of nonsense.
I think so
Just woke
too.
up. What do you want? I haven't had coffee yet.
I mean, I am interested in
Is this us?
layering information densely,
Right.
packing a lot of it in.
But you don't have to do it speedily necessarily.
No.
Ha!
No. Rhythm and pace.
Look how big my hands are.
Well,
Amazing.
that doesn't surprise me. As
How
well.
did that happen?
Ah!
Here comes the mix master.
He's very good at feedback.
Yes, he is. He's a great feedback master.
Oh, wow, I think he has to do it again.
Swell.
Now you can draw.
Yeah, we can do a little drawing. Can we get a close-up of
Get a
Lucy?
close-up?
Sorry, everyone at home.
And some hat room? A hat, really? Is that
I think.
Okay.
Right, let's go for a hat.
Okay, what color hat?
Oh, I think a red hat, don't you?
Yeah.
Oops.
Uh-oh. I'm not feeling well.
Look weird. You're disappearing.
I think the virus has taken control here.
Yes, again.
Things have gone out of
Maybe a lot
whack.
of distortion.
Right, so as we were saying when we were disagreeing with Miles.
So hats are out.
Hats are basically out this year.
But they'll be back.
Oh,
I
here
need
we
the
go.
hat synthesizer.
And here's a woman about to have a hat
She's getting
operation.
a hat transplant.
Oh no.
Let's go to the tape for a
Your
minute.
head is so perfect. What are you going to do, Doc?
This was shot in the Video Savant laboratory.
Oh, this is how you get people to understand these things?
Well, if we can perform a
That's what it was. They're
hair
Just a
operation,
wig.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
we can have these images implanted directly.
That way we don't have to worry about Miles and his like 2 seconds.
You can wear them all.
Wow, now that's a do. It's kind of weird.
There you go, Lucy. There's your new hair.
Oh, wow, look
It
at that.
fits perfectly, too.
Yeah. Not bad. Not bad.
What a lovely look on my
Like this
face.
place we should go. They say this is what you look like. You wear hair like this. That's... Upgrade cutbacks is going to come to a big kiss. Watch out.
I'm glad Ernie made it onto our show. He's an inspiration to us all.
He's really the father to everything we do.
Thank you, I'm very pleased that we've got this very simple.
Okay, we can't get rid of Lucy. I'm sorry, she's frozen there. There we go.
Wow,
That is a lot.
transmogrifying.
Now we're going to do some kind of live
Oh, yes, here we go,
effects.
look. They're palm trees.
This is what my eyeballs see at the end of a long night of working with the Fairlight.
Video Savant. Uh-oh, back to the virus. Oh, what's this that? That's cord or something. It's shot from the dark. Looks like spaghetti.
Well, there's a human body in there.
So besides
Back to
selling
us
these
again.
tapes to clubs, we do a lot of live shows. We'll bring in a company next tapes live in an event and project the results large on the images.
Like while you're doing it.
On the wall, yeah.
Oh, very good. And what sort of, that's a sort of a club, nightclub kind of thing as well?
Or for some kind of a party or special event.
Private function. So if anybody wants to really freak their friends out,
Yeah, I think this
you
is
can
doing.
project them onto huge walls.
And this is some sort of a pun on the binary system that operates all of it.
That's true.
I got it.
We're living in
Amazing,
a
isn't it?
digital world now.
That's
This
amazing.
is it. It's all about digital culture.
Miles, does, he looks so serious. Just avoiding the Well, that's obviously a house of happy fun. Oh, I think I see something floating around. Oh dear.
Virus. Stuff falling. Are you drawing that? You are.
I'm trying hard to get the hat for Lucy.
Crystallizing. Oh dear.
You need a color, that's right. You need some sort of color.
We gotta wipe our palette. And we gotta find
I
Lucy.
do like your pajamas, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
Your Japanese pajamas, they're very swanky.
Bananas. Do you have two different sets, or is that in fact one
Or was
set?
that a pair?
There were 2 sets.
There were? Uh-oh. Somebody
Well,
spoke the other
I
half.
traded
You traded one set
Yeah,
with somebody.
half of one set for half of the other.
That makes sense.
It's really spectacular. I do particularly like the rabbits.
Yeah, I
These
think the
from-
tops were pretty nice.
I like the way they melt into the rhinoceros face on one side of the hive.
I
Uh-oh.
like the worms. They're
Worms
back.
again.
The worms are
We've
back.
been there. We've done the work. What else can you do?
Oh, they watch out because they're going up their nose.
How about that? Like jail bars. You'd have to draw them.
What happened to Nick's master on TV? I suppose he's electrocuted himself in the sound
I
room.
think he's bagged the music.
He may be playing some music back there. I
Oh,
don't
you
know.
think? Are we just
We're not here.
Oh my goodness. It's very psychedelic,
It is
isn't it?
very psychedelic.
Not
It
that
is.
I'd know. So now you were going to give your
I hear some
epileptics
bird
warning.
calls.
Oh yes, exactly. Anyone with Brad or keep on, please somehow make sure you keep a spoon beside the chair.
Wise.
That's right.
Good lord, you couldn't see people at home just tuning in trying to fix their vertical hole.
Wow, yeah, really. But your car's whole being busted.
Wow.
Like your whole mind's busted. That's pretty. You did this like chrome steel balls, collect.
Just be happy with what you're getting.
Yes, really, Miles, you're so demanding.
I haven't seen that check yet either.
Yeah, Miles,
I've
cough
got
up.
my pajamas on. I have to go all the way upstairs to get my check.
So it's a nice look for any apartment.
I think so. I think it's practical. It, you know, it doesn't matter what sort of furniture you have, really. I mean, it's multifaceted and entertaining too.
Uh-huh. Well, if you get boring, something else to do.
If I get boring, something else will be okay. Thank you very much.
If you get boring, I
To me,
can just switch to another effect.
someone else will be along.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, yes. Maybe we could get some lovely men strolling across behind the bed. So when you're sampling, is it as random as it seems, or is there some sort of crazed logic behind all that?
It basically follows the chaos theory way of working.
Can you do any of those fractal things? Or do you need a computer?
Now, Miles, he told you not to keep asking.
Yeah, I haven't seen the check yet.
Fractals are very
Fractals cost
That's
more.
sort of
Fractals
kaleidoscopic. Is that an effect that you did, or is that a stolen?
Have you seen Psychedelic Blue Sniffing Hillbilly?
That was a rosebud or something.
Yes, I saw that.
Have you seen the Rosebud Country? Yeah. Yeah, he did a lot of sort of crazed multi-image thing.
Yeah,
Like
Matt has a
wonderful.
piece in the rosebud.
Oh, really? No, what's your thing, Matt?
It's called Turtle Boathead.
Turtle Boathead?
Turtle Boathead.
Do give us a brief rundown.
Another
What's it?
collaboration with David Chung.
Who was
And
the chap walking through the scenery?
Right.
He did the backdrop, right? That was the one you
yes,
were telling us about.
for this one he created a Korean grocery store in a gallery, and he's a painter. And you walk into the store, and there's a counter, the plexiglass bulletproof window, as you find in urban Korean grocery stores. Except on this one, there's a video projection, and you see the store owner comes out to wait on people, and occasionally it goes into his memories of growing up in Korea during the Japanese occupation and World War II. So that one was in a show at the Whitney Museum in New York.
And that was a whole setup with the environment, we're assuming, and then just the
Right.
projection.
He did room-size murals, huge murals, and then the store in the center. So the video was just a component of his larger show.
So now what about for the Rosebud? You filmed that? Or-
For the Rosebud, we submitted the tape, which was in the installation And
it stands alone, apparently.
apparently it stands alone. We'll find out.
Like the cheese.
What?
Cheese stands alone, all right?
What cheese stands alone? What's
Farmer in the
that
Dell.
about?
That's what
Okay.
Farmer in the Dell.
Maybe we should cut back to the tape now.
Wife takes the dog, the dog takes the cat takes the mouse takes the cheese, but then the cheese stands alone. You never played this when you were a kid?
I guess not. Miles, I think perhaps you're weirder in the background.
Well, actually, this is from a
Hills of money.
training film that I did for Los Alamos National Laboratory
You did.
in New Mexico. Yeah. And I've recycled some of that material.
I love this one. The house goes this way.
This is that's a shot of our home office.
This is?
Well, we just cut away from it there. But
Wow,
it's the one with the
it's rather large.
smokestacks.
Large
That's where
factory
we
there.
crank it out.
Good. And you have many, many peons, I'm assuming, who work night and day.
Oh no, we do it all ourselves.
Oh, really?
Well, we
But
have
since we're cloned, it's
Oh, I see. That's where the rest of the
They make
gel
as
was
many as you
out.
want, see?
But our tapes are showing in area clubs. We
Yeah.
have managed to infiltrate a number of local clubs. Plus, on the national scene, we do have this distributor that sells our tapes
Exactly.
through Telegenics in New York and soon Rock America,
Well,
which
if-
distribute to clubs around the country.
If anybody can't live without one of these at home, I suggest
do
that
they
you,
do?
you write to the station and we will get you in touch with the video savant.
Or buy your own Fairlight and do it yourself.
Right, I think that's a little
Don't you
less
have the
practical.
address here, Matt?
I think we have some.
Just write it on the screen. You're so smacked.
Smarty pants. What are you doing now? Oh,
He's
there
writing.
there we go. Look at that.
Hey!
Okay,
There
so
must be a single button on there, right?
well, thank you very much, Video Savant, for coming and
It can't be blue.
terrorizing us. There we go.
Look.
Whoa!
I love what you've done with the place.
Love what you've done with the place. Really.
A little
Do you
hard
want to
to
go
read,
back to
isn't it?
bed, Miles?
Thought you'd never ask.
There we go.
Terrific. All right, well, contact Video Savant if you need some marvelous atmosphere. Thank you very much, boys.
Well, thanks for
I'm
having
worn
us.
out.
Oh, shit.
We're getting kicked.
Okay.